Hey moms, welcome to another episode of the Life Unboxed blog show where we talk about all things momtrepreneur, from raising your kids to running a business, and the most important one, keeping your sanity. I am Jody the mom from lifeunboxed.blog. Visit lifeunboxed.blog and download your free Mom Boss 2.0 workbook. So this workbook teaches you how to start a business without a niche. Oh yes, it can be done. If you like to be a rebel mom and break all the rules, then this is for you. And thank you to all of my supporters who've bought me coffee at Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/lifeunboxedblog. You don't have to create an account. You just hit the donate and the site will process it. So it's a great way to support the show. So now let's get into the show. Mom woke up, hopped into the car, and went to pick up the groceries. But something happened. They weren't there. Oh no, she cried. She looked at the app, completely confused. That wasn't the location she always picks up from. The store app had changed the place. Mom backs out of the parking lot. On her phone, she searches for the fastest route to the other location on the other side of town. This is turning out to be Mom's no good, very bad day, and it just started. Her eyes are staring at the gas gauge as it creeps closer and closer to red. Yes, she starts to cry over groceries. I know, it's silly that I cried over groceries. In hindsight, at the time, it seemed like a perfectly natural response. So have you ever had those times when the pressure just gets to you and you finally break over the smallest thing? If we are honest with ourselves, the answer is probably yes. It was a difficult week. Nothing seemed to be going right for me, and it all came to a head over groceries. Moms, sometimes we just have no good, very bad day. Although I've written about bad days before and had it in a previous show, so I'll leave that link below, I wanted to write about it again because as moms, sometimes we need to hear that it is okay again and again. So it is okay to cry over the groceries and it is okay to have a bad day. All right, so let's talk about mom guilt. So usually we start with a bad day, and that can come from any direction. But it is usually not just one thing. It piles on. One thing after another. We're struggling with our kids. The toddler bought a first-class ticket on the Hot Mess Express. Or we mess up something with a client. You have an intense discussion with your husband. Or you receive bad news from a doctor. Whatever it is, the spiral usually starts. You have a bad day, then the mom guilt pours on because you feel guilty for feeling so rotten. You are then frustrated with yourself and everyone around you. And let's be honest, these mommy moments are not our finest. But this is the place for honest reflection. And sometimes we just need to be truthful about where we're at and also know that it's okay to have a no good, very bad day. So if you're in the midst of a no good, very bad day, or you want to plan for the next one, here are some mom helps just for you. The first thing you need to do is to get your Keep Calm Mom On shirt. So when the day starts running away from you, it can be a reminder of what you need to do. Keep calm. So in the previous show about sometimes you just have a bad day, it contains 6 tips to manage your bad day. So here are a few more. So the first thing to do is write it out Sometimes the emotions are threatening to overwhelm and you just need to get them out. Sometimes life delivers some really hard things that can totally disrupt and change your life. Or, in the grand scheme of things, it is not a big deal, but you're still being thrown for a loop by it. You can have it both ways. It can go both ways. Then there are those things that you just allowed to build up over time, and then you react to a small, insignificant circumstance. Whatever it is, you need to get all of those emotions out, but it may be hard to find someone you can actually vent to or that you want to vent to. Who wants to admit they finally started crying over groceries? Like, seriously now. So, writing it out in a journal or notebook can really help you to vent. So, this is a place where you can be the most honest. It is just your thoughts and emotions. Now, these thoughts and emotions will change, but while they are threatening to overwhelm you, talk them out on paper. Number 2, have a dance party. Have you ever noticed how your mood and attitude change when you turn up the music and start busting a move? If you just need to inject a bit of an attitude adjustment into yourself or your kids, then have a dance party. Turn on your favorite tunes from when you were a kid. Bye 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 by NSYNC is the baby's favorite song. Seriously, she stopped crying when she was in the ambulance. And yes, I did a show on that one, so I'll leave the link below. And the kids will love hearing or making fun of the music you used to listen to. That is a guarantee. It also creates a very fun bonding experience for all of you. Yes, your teens will even get in on it, but don't tell them I told you that. Especially when the 2-year-old says, "Come, dance with me." It gets them every single time. Another bonus, it is also good exercise. So yes, we need to get those movements in wherever we can. And that releases the stress hormone cortisol. And there's another article about how walking is actually good for anxiety and stress relief. And it talks about the hormone cortisol. So it helps you to feel calmer and more in control. Number 3, retail therapy. You don't even have to buy anything. Seriously. Like, I love Hobby Lobby. Like, I could spend all day walking the aisles. I call this my therapy session. I don't often go, but when I do, it puts a smile on my face and I come out a lot more relaxed. I told my husband that these are my therapy sessions and they work. So he's good with it. For me, like, I have such an analytical mind with a closet creative lurking on the edges. So it helps to force my mind to be creative and to get the juices flowing and engage another part of my brain. I am sure there's some sciencey reason for it, but I will just stick with the fact that it actually works. So pick your favorite store and just walk around. Let your mind wander. And if you want to indulge in a purchase, then do it. As long as it is in your budget, of course. Number 4, read a book. If you are having a no good, very bad day, then you just may need a distraction. This gives you an opportunity to unplug from your circumstances and get a break from all of the emotions. Then you can jump back in when you're done. Pulling away can help to really give you perspective. So combine some retail therapy and buy a good book. Win-win. Or on the other hand, too, you could go to the library and get a book for free, and it still kind of give you that same retail therapy for you. Number 5, gain perspective. Sometimes your idea of circumstances is not the true state of things. Although your feelings are telling you one thing, those feelings can be pretty little liars sometimes. You need a voice that is louder than the one inside your head so you can gain perspective on your circumstances. Yes, it is okay to cry. This can actually be a really good thing. Crying detoxifies your body, improves your mood, dulls pain, and helps restore emotional balance, among others. So if you feel like you're ready to explode, cry it out. You will probably feel better once you've cried it all out than trying to hold it all in. And there's an article about the benefits of crying, and I will leave that link below for you as well. Mom, it is true that we have bad days. Let's not pretend that we don't. The important thing is not to stay there. You need to deal with it in a very healthy way. So, how do you handle a bad day? What are some of your favorite things to do when the emotions are threatening to overwhelm? Mom, I am so glad you joined me today. If you want to help spread the word, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember to check out the Life Unboxed store for all of your Mom Boss merch. And you can support the show with coffee. Visit ko-fi.com/Life Unboxed blog to buy this tired mama a cup of joe. For more great momtrepreneur content, follow Life Unboxed on social media or check out lifeunboxed.blog, and be sure to share the podcast and video with your friends. I truly appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next show.